In this video, now we are going to start solving questions number 15 onwards of this Cambridge Law Secondary Checkpoint, April 2021, paper 2. Question number 15 says, write the answer to each calculation correct to two decimal places. We need to divide them, 45 divided by 13. And the answer is going to, since this is a calculator version, so we can use calculator to solve these questions. 45 divided by 13. That gives an answer of 3.4615 and so on. Since we need to have the answer till two decimal places, we need to see what is the third decimal place. Since the third decimal place is 1, which is less than 5, we are going to retain the answer to 3.46. So that is the correct answer. Okay, then next part. 103 divided by 15. 103 divided by 15. This gives an answer of 6.86666 and so on. Since we need to have the answer up till two decimal places, so again we need to concentrate on the third decimal place, which is 6, which is obviously greater than 5. So now this answer is going to be rounded off to 6.87. That means the second digit has been raised by 1 because the third digit is greater than 5. If this digit is 4, 3, 2, 1 or 0, then it would have been 6.86. In all these cases, it would have been rounded off to 6.86. But since the third digit is greater than 5, then it would be rounded off to the next digit. That means 0.86, 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9. In all these cases, this is going to be rounded off to 6.87. So since this is the case that we are having, so it is going to be rounded off to 6.87. Okay. Then
सर अगर थर्ड प्लेस पे 4 हो तो फिर 6.87 नहीं होगा क्योंकि उसके पीछे 6 है.
yes, in that case, it would be rounded off to 6.86. It won't be rounded off to 6.87 then. If the third place digit is either 4 or 3 or 2 or 1, or if it is 6.860. In all these cases, it would be rounded off to 6.86. You would vanish 0 or 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. So it would be rounded off to 6.86. But if the third place digit is either 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 9, then the answer would be 6.87. Means that second place digit, second decimal place would be increased by 1, as is the case over here. Okay. 1.5454 and 54554 and so on. Since we need to retain the answer up till second decimal place, this is it. Now you can see the third digit, third decimal place is 5. As I explained in this case, that means this is going to be rounded off to the next digit 1.5, and then this 4 is going to be added by 1. This is going to be 1.55.
5.
So this is going to be its 1.55. So this is a question related to the concept of uh, rounding off numbers. So this is how it is to be done. So the essence of this question is that you need to concentrate on the number of decimal places, which up to which decimal place you need to round off. You need to consider the next decimal place. If that decimal place digit is 4 or lesser than that, this digit is going to be retained. And if the next digit, that is either 5, 6, or 7, or 8, or 9, then this digit is going to be increased by 1, plus 1. We need to plus 1 in all of these cases. So this is the basic uh, understanding of this concept. Okay. After this, we proceed further. It is question number 16. ABCDEF is a hexagon. We need to measure the angle ABC.
100.
ABC. This is the angle that we need to measure. For that, what we need to do, we need to place our protractor over here so that its zero line coincides with this, and its origin line is placed here, and this is the D, for example. So this would be the 90-degree angle starting from 0, 10, 20, 30 up till 90 degrees. Then it is even more than that, beyond that. So measuring it using the protractor, this angle has to be actually 110 degrees. This is written,
110.
yes, over here. So the correct answer to this question is this is 110 degrees. Now, next question is A, B, C, D, E, F. A, B, C, D, E, F. Considering this, the whole diagram, it is enlarged by a scale factor 3. Write down the size of angle ABC in the enlarged shape. We need to understand this thing. When a diagram is enlarged, uh, it is actually similar to the original diagram. For the similarity of shapes, lengths increase or decrease according to the scale factor, but the angles remain same. So in this case
It
also,
will stay 100.
yes, again this would be of 110 degrees. For example, if this is a triangle like this, and I'm going to have its enlarged uh, diagram that might look like this, 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 or this. In in that case also, whatever is going to be this angle, this would be the same angle as was the angle in the smaller diagram. So whatever was this angle, this would be the same as the angle in the enlarged diagram, like this. And whatever was this, this angle is the same in case of the blue line or the red line, since these are the corresponding angles. So in similar diagrams, corresponding angles are equal. In similar diagrams, corresponding angles are equal. So that's why this angle has to be the same as before. Okay, now it's question number 17. Angelique wants to find out how students in her class travel to school. Design a question for her to find this data. Include response boxes. Okay, this is a questionnaire that we need to design. For example, Angelique may ask a question. Class travel to school. Uh, how you travel to school. Options may be option 1, walk, option 2, van, option 3, maybe cycle, option 4, maybe motorbike, option 5, maybe car, or it could even be a bus. So these, some of these may be the required options. Design a question for her to find this data. Include response boxes. So these are the response boxes. For example, when this questionnaire goes to different students of the class, they might be asked to tick the relevant box. So if someone comes to school uh, through bus, the student may take this. Someone, if comes to school using a car, this car option is going to be ticked, and so on. Okay. Then it's the next question. Some students choose their favorite drink from the six drinks shown in the table. Some of the probabilities of the students choosing each drink are shown. Three times as many students choose milk as choose cola. So if X students choose cola, that means if the probability of students choosing cola is X, then the probability of the students choosing milk, that is going to be 3X. Complete the table. So the table has been completed, but it is not the exact value yet. We need to find out the exact values. So since we know that sum of the probabilities is 1, so we need to add all of these and we need to equate them to 1. Solving them up, we can have 0.929 plus 0.08 plus 0.32 and plus 0.15. This gives us 0.84, and then this 3x and x, that would give us 4x is equal to 1. And now shifting this 0.84 to the other side, we can have 4x is equal to 1 minus 0.84, which would give us 0.16. So 4x is equal to 0.16, and the value of x is going to be 0.16 divided by 4 was being multiplied with x. When it got shifted to the other side of the equality, it got divided. So the value of x is going to be 0.04. So now completing the table, this value should be 0.04. And this value, that has to be 3 times x. That means 3 times 0.04. That would give us 0.12. So this value is going to be 0.12. So for the completing the table, this is how you need to complete the table. The answers to fill in the table are 0.04 and 0.12. Okay, then it's question number 19. This is for the exchange rate topic. Exchange rate from euros to dollar is dollar euro 1 is equal to $1.2. Complete these conversions. 160 euros to dollars would be how much? That
192.
Yes. How we need to do it? We need to multiply straightforwardly. That means euro 1 is equal to dollar 1.2. For 160, you need to multiply both sides by 160. 160 times 1.2. That gives us 92. 192. So euros 60, 160, that is equal to dollar 190. Okay, then for 76.80 dollars to euros. Okay, let's again use the same equation. Dollar 1.2 equals to 1 euro. Okay, so how much would be the value of $1? So dividing it
64.
by 1. Yes, dividing it by 1.2 on both the sides, we can have the resulting equation for $1. That is 1 over 1.1 divided by 0.8333, or let it be 1 over 1.2 euros. For now 76.80, we need to multiply both sides by 76. So dollar 76.80 would be equal to euros 1 over 1.2 times 76.80. That means we need to divide it by 1.2. 76.80 which is 60. This is how it is to be done. Dollar 76.80 are equal to 64 euros. Okay, we're done with question number 19 now. Let's next question. Number 20. A farm has 150 hectares of land. Write this area in square meters. Since we know that 1 hectare is equal to 10,000 meter squares. For 150 hectares, this is going to be 150 times 10,000. So all together, we are going to have 5 zeros with 15. That means 1500 and then 000. meter squares. This is the answer to question number 20. Question number 21. Solve the inequality. We need to solve the inequality. That means we need to find out the value of the variable x. So it can be solved as 19 minus 7 less than or equal to negative 3x. We have shifted this 7 to the other side. 19 minus 7 is 12 divided less than or equal to negative 3x. Now we need to shift this negative 3 to the other side. So when negative 3 is going to be shifted, the direction of the inequality is going to reverse. So this is going to be like this. If it would have been positive 3, like this, then the direction of the inequality would not have been reversed. It would have been the same. But in this case, since this is negative 3 being multiplied with x, so the direction of the inequality would reverse. So now simplifying it, that would yield negative 4 greater than or equal to x. Or equality, that means that x itself is lesser than or equal to negative 4. Either this could be the answer or even this could be the answer also. Now represent the range of values for x on the number line. The values of x should be lesser than or equal to negative 4. So this is going to be, so the answer is going to be depicting it like that. Negative 4, we need to fill it, and then lesser than that. So this is going to be the representation on the number line of that answer. X less than or equal to negative 4 or negative 4 greater than or equal to x. And this is how it is to be represented on the number line. So we are done with question number 21 also.